I'm Thomas Wade, Director of Financial Services Policy at the American Action Forum, and we're here today to discuss 5 things for policymakers to consider when they think about regulating cryptocurrencies. Number 1, what is a cryptocurrency? This may seem like a boring place to start, but arguably it's the most difficult of the 5 questions. A cryptocurrency is a digital currency and therefore an asset, but what type of asset? There are 2 key schools of thought: that cryptocurrencies should be considered as commodities, like a metal, or securities, like a financially tradable instrument. You may know that Bitcoin is regulated as a commodity, but the Securities Exchange Commission, or SEC, has said that most cryptocurrencies should be considered as securities. Why does this matter? Because securities are regulated far more stringently than commodities, including, amongst other things, restrictions on price fixing. Number 2, how do we regulate the creators of cryptocurrencies? Most cryptocurrencies originate from a new class of financial vehicle known as a fintech, a hybridized firm having many of the aspects of both a finance firm and a technology firm. And it, like cryptocurrency, falls into a regulatory gap where it's not entirely sure who should be regulating them or how. For instance, most fintechs who have created cryptocurrencies are now performing suspiciously bank-like activities without actually being regulated as banks. Number 3, who should regulate these fintechs and their cryptocurrencies? If you consider a cryptocurrency to be a security, then the obvious place would seem to be the SEC, but other agencies would throw their hat into the ring, including the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. Whichever agency ends up with this brief will have to staff up and resource up and budget up in order to be able to meet this new demand. Number 4, while we're on the topic of government agencies, what about the federal government itself? Should it back a cryptocurrency in the form of a digital dollar? Many believe that the US should get ahead of international rivals to do so, A, to protect American fintechs, but also to protect the American dollar as the primary fiat currency of global finance. And lastly, number 5, if we can address all of these questions, the US government still needs to work out how to appropriately balance the regulation of fintechs and cryptocurrencies. Push the balance too far in one direction and you will overly burden fintechs and prevent innovation. The other direction, and you may fail to protect American consumers and American investors. What do you think? Join the conversation at the American Action Forum.